The British street graffiti artist Banksy is the subject of a new book that attempts to shed light on the mysterious man behind those provocative paintings. Entitled Banksy, the Man Behind the Wall, the book by former journalist Will Ellsworth-Jones follows the artist's unlikely ascent, but there's a key piece of information it doesn't reveal: Banksy's true identity.
I felt much more interested in how he'd got from being a vandal in Bristol to being a darling of the Sotheby's art market.
Well, the question is, who is Banksy and why are we so fascinated with him?
I think we're fascinated with him because he's a very good artist. He also brings his art to the street like this, so you don't have to go to a gallery to see him.
Indeed, Banksy's pop up in the most surprising of places, on the edge of London's financial district, on a barrier in the West Bank, and added to an LA billboard. He is without a doubt an agitator.
I look at works like what he did on the Israeli wall. Girl floating up holding the balloons, the feeling they wanted to get beyond this wall. I look at what he's done with CCTV cameras, what he's done with Guantanamo Bay. He kind of picks a range of subjects. He doesn't go after them hard, but he just makes you think about them. I don't think he's hard enough and consistent enough to be a polemicist, but he is a gentle commentator.
Banksy may have come a long way from his roots, but his work has come under attack in London in recent years as the result of a vicious turf war. It seems he picked the wrong wall to partially paint over.
This is the start of the war between Banksy and a graffiti artist known as Robbo. And Robbo painted over here originally about 15 years ago. His piece stayed up for all that time without being seriously touched. And Banksy came along and painted over it. He painted over Banksy. Banksy painted over him. It went on about 4 times. And then Robbo had an accident, nothing to do with Banksy or anything like that, and remains in hospital. And Banksy has painted this kind of almost like a tribute to him as a final hope, a kind of peace. Because what's happened in the rest of London is that Robbo's supporters have gone and painted over anything they can find by Banksy. Anything by Banksy is fair game.
Still, it is the plight of graffiti artists that even the most inspired works can be fleeting.
This is a white wall now, but it was a wall that Banksy painted on about 18 months ago when he was down painting quite a few pieces on Regent's Canal. What he painted here was quite clever, actually. He painted, I don't believe in global warming, but what you saw was the canal lapping at these words, at the graffiti, and it really worked strongly. And of course Robbo, the whole war between these two graffiti artists, Robbo came and painted over it.
Banksy has been relatively quiet for quite some time. An underground artist who does appreciate a global platform, Ellsworth-Jones says he wouldn't be surprised if Banksy uses the London Olympics as an opportunity to make his next grand statement.